Do you find it difficult to study mathematics? Do you feel like your head is spinning like this gentleman when you're studying mathematics? Or you find the flow of concept puzzling like this gentleman? Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 steps you can take to make difficult concepts simple. So watch this video up to the end so that you don't miss a point. More especially, the 3rd point is an amazing point. So watch it up to the end so that you learn on how you can make difficult concepts simple. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also invite your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can start together and make mathematics simple. So let's get into the first point is take note of what is confusing you. Okay, so if you're studying and you cannot understand the concept, the first thing you need to do is take note of what is confusing you. This is just simple. You cannot defeat the enemy you don't know. So you have to know where the challenge is so that you can face that challenge. So the first thing you need to do is take note of what is confusing you. So you can do this by writing down whatever is confusing you in that topic. Okay, so once you notice where the problem is, it doesn't matter where the problem is, if it can be the basics, the beginning, or what, you just have to take note of that. Once you have taken note of that, but make sure that as you are writing your notes on that topic, on those things that are confusing you, you should be very clear. You should be clear of what is confusing you. You should be very specific. Here, I would even encourage you to use the language you are familiar with. Don't trouble yourself to use any official language if you are not conversant with it. You can use any language just for you to be clear of what is confusing you. Second, you need to be specific. Do not try to go around the bush. Just be specific. Say the point. If you do not understand the basics, you state. Okay? You just say, I don't even understand the basics. I don't know what this topic is all about. Okay? Then the last point you should do is be brief. It will not pay you. You are trying to understand a topic which has got 5 pages and then you write what is confusing you 5 pages again. It won't help you. So at least be brief. Just get the many points, you write them, and then you take time to start them. So basically, this is the first step. Now let's go to the second step. The second point is take a break. Okay, I'm sure you're confused. You're studying and the topic was confusing you, and now this time I'm telling you to say take a break. Yes. After you have taken note of the confusion, take a break. So when you take a break, and these are the things I can suggest you can do. You can either relax, watch a movie, just do away with books. I do not encourage you to switch to another subject. Just do away with education. Don't switch to another subject. Just do something different. Entertain yourself. Refresh the brain. Okay? You can either watch a movie, even listen to music, or call someone, talk on the phone, anything that will bring you up, maybe your mood back. Because I know for sure you are frustrated at yourself because you cannot understand the concepts that you are trying to grasp. So don't be mad at yourself. Do something that will cheer you up, that will make you feel happy. If you can't do these 2 things, you can also try to interact with your friend. Go out, chill with your friends. Talk about different things. Make sure, just refresh your brain. Just refresh your brain. You can also take a walk. Go in a park. Just try to see the nature. Just refresh yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Take a break, please. And then relax a bit, do things that you like. Now, as you have heard, I'm emphasizing on refreshing yourself. I repeat, I don't agree you switching to another subject. When you find the concept you are trying to grasp in mathematics is confusing or is hard for you to grasp it, please take a break and do something different from education. And as you are taking a break, please avoid negative people. If you find people who can bring your morale down, please don't stay there. Avoid negative people. If you know someone is just negative about you or about anything, avoid them. Please, and also you should avoid negative things that will make you feel like you are useless. Please avoid them. Things that you make you to feel low after doing them, don't engage in such. Okay, so please avoid these things I've circled. People and also things that will bring negative energy in you, please avoid them. Do not get involved in them. Okay, so you don't even get involved with people who are negative and things that are negative. Okay, let's go to the last point, which is the third point. Okay, the third point is go back to lower grade concepts. Okay, let's take for instance that you are in senior secondary, grade 10 to 12. You are in that range. Then you find that certain topics are difficult for you to understand. What you need to do is go back to lower grades. Study the same topic but in lower grades. For instance, let's look at this. We have lower grades, which are grade 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'll just end up to 9 because you're in senior grade. Okay, so you're in grade 10, and then you have problems to understand fractions. So what you can do is you go back to grade 5 work, because fraction starts at grade 5 work. Okay, so in grade 5, that's where the basics of fraction are taught. So you go back there. And if you're in senior grade, that means to understand all concepts that are in grade 5, it may even just take you a day. Not even a day, maybe some hours. You understand better fractions. You start from there. The definition of fractions, the names of types of fractions. You understand that. Now, here is why it works. We are in senior grade, you are in grade 10 or 11 or 12. Why is it going to work? When you're in grade 5, maybe you were absent when they taught this, or maybe you are young to understand fully the concepts. Now you have matured. So which means when they are teaching, when you go and read about fraction, you're going to understand very well because you're going to use the mature mind. In grade 5, it was very difficult to understand, but now since you are matured, you can understand things well, then it will be easier for you. So when you have difficulties to understand fractions, you go to grade 5 work. Okay? If you have got difficulties to understand matrices, okay, you go back to lower grades, which have got simple concepts or basics. So you can go back to grade 9 work. Okay, you go back to grade 9 work. That's where the topic of matrices starts. So you do that, and then you check. Okay, you study it, and the advantages you have also matured. That means you understand the matrices fully. Okay, if there are some difficulties, you can ask. But if you start from the lower concept, like you understand what a matrix is, as well as you understand simple things like transpose, the order of matrices, everything. That means when you're asked to find the inverse of the matrix, it will be easier for you because you understand the basics. Okay, if you have got problems with the circle theorems, you're in grade 9 and you have problems with circle theorems, you can go back to grade 8 work. Okay, you go back to grade 8 work, where you're going to understand, you study very well the angles, the properties of angles, you study them, then it will be easier for you. Okay, so that when you come to the topic of circle theorems, it will be easier for you to understand this topic without difficulties. So when you are trying to understand this circle theorems, you go back to grade 8 work, you study the topic of angles, you also study the properties, then it will be easier for you. As you do this, you should avoid these two things. You should not have pride. You should not have pride. Okay? You shouldn't have pride. You should just be yourself. Don't say, I can't study lower grades concept. I know I'm in grade 12. Why should I go back to grade 5? Now, here is what I will tell you. It's just the brutal truth. It's either you refuse to go back and study lower grade concepts and continue failing mathematics, or you can go back. You can do it in privacy. No one will even know that you're even studying grade 5 mathematics. You study it and then you do better in mathematics. And the other thing you should avoid is avoid to feel shame. You shouldn't be ashamed. Everyone fails. Everyone does not understand everything completely. So if you do not understand something, you are not alone. Many of us, we do not understand a lot of things. So I shouldn't be ashamed to ask, and I shouldn't be ashamed to try to understand a certain thing I do not understand. Okay? So basically, these are the 3 points we are supposed to these are the 3 steps we are supposed to take. Now let me share with you, let me do the recap of what we have discussed. So the first point I mentioned was take note of what is difficult. So whatever is confusing you, whatever is difficult, please take note of it and start from there. Please make sure you are clear and specific, as well as brief. Do not go around the bush. Do not have a lot of things to write, and make sure you are clear so that you understand. So you can use even your native language so that it's easier for you to understand. The second point is take a break. This is very important. Don't switch from studying mathematics to another subjects. Just take a break. Get involved into maybe activities like entertaining activities. Just do something different. Okay? And avoid toxic people, toxic things that will bring negative energy. Avoid them. Anything, it can be people, it can be things, as long as they will give you negative energy, avoid them. The purpose of this is for you to refresh your mind so that you can start the other time with a positive mind and a fresh mind. Then the third point, or the third step, is go back to lower grade concepts. Now after you are refreshed, you are refreshed, then you go back to study. Now don't start from where from the week that was giving you some difficulties. Go to lower grades, like I explained. So basically, these are the 3 steps you need to take, and you are going to understand that there will be no topic in mathematics that will be difficult. It will be easier for you to understand. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, remember to like it, and also if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also you can invite your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning Z Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you.